right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Dougie and the W, which is brought to you by the Doug Sarab Show. So today we're going to talk about Paige Beckers and how she's continuing to make history. She's the first player ever to record 60 points and 30 assists in her first 5 games. And for me, as always, I think she's the better player overall compared to Caitlin Clark. I truly believe that. Now, if you look at this year, Caitlin Clark is averaging 19 points, 9 assists, and 6 rebounds. But for me, Paige is the better player overall. Both players have demonstrated significant potential in their early WNBA careers. Paige Beckers has impressed with her efficiency. 2 nights ago, she was shooting 80% when she returned to Connecticut and played the Sun. 80%. That's unheard of, whether it's in the NBA or WNBA. Her playmaking, her scoring ability, it's just at a whole different level. She's the best all-around player, in my opinion. Caitlin Clark, she's a flashy scorer. She has showcased her scoring prowess and she's her all-around contributions. But, as the season progresses, both players are expected to continue to develop and make significant impact on their teams. You look at the teams, Paige's first year with the Dallas Wings, they start 1-4. Caitlin Clark and her first year with the Fever, they started 1-4. But if we look at Paige Beckers, who was the number 1 overall pick in the 2025 WNBA draft, her impressive start to her professional career, as I mentioned before, through her first 5 games, she became the first player in WNBA history to record at least 60 points and 30 assists in that span. Recorded a double-double in just her 3rd game against the Minnesota Lynx, which we talked about. The fastest WNBA player to earn 40-plus points and 20-plus assists. And against the Connecticut Sun, career high 21 points, but like I said, 80% from the field. That says a lot for me. Like, Paige has basketball IQ, while Caitlin Clark is all about the three-point shot. I hate to say it, but Caitlin Clark is all about the three-point shot. That's just for me. I like competitive one-on-one basketball. And I think Caitlin Clark shot 35% from the field, or 40% from the field, while Paige shot 50% from the field in her first 5 games. And I think Paige is shooting 40% from the 3, while Caitlin Clark is shooting 30% from the 3. So there's the impact. I just think overall Paige is the better player. I just think that. And, people disagree with me, but at the end of the day, the reason why Paige has stood out is her elite efficiency. Like I said, low turnovers. Think about this for a moment. In her debut, Caitlin Clark had 10 turnovers, 28 through her first 5 games, while Paige is only at 11 turnovers. So that is very impressive of how she has adapted. Her playmaking. Last night versus Chicago, Enrique Anugarole, I'm not going to get to that pronunciation, led the team in scoring. I think Paige had between 10 and 15 points. But she's the better overall player. She may not put up all the points, but she has better playmaking skills. It's a balanced team. The Dallas Wings are 2-4, but I think they're going to get better as time goes on. Caitlin Clark and other superstars look to force plays, while Paige, she doesn't have that. She looks very comfortable. Her composure from game 1, it's It's still the same game for her. From college to WNBA, it's just another game. Like, she's making history. First ever 60 points, 30 assists in her first 5 games. Yeah, Caitlin Clark is getting the triple doubles, almost 20 points, 9 assists every game. She has high level assists. Yeah, you can't take that away from her. But she's mostly a deep three player like Steph Curry. I think Kyrie Irving is the better point guard. That one-on-one. Of course, Caitlin Clark makes the Indiana Fever a lot better. But that doesn't take anything away from the talent of Paige Beckers. Think about this for a moment. While Caitlin Clark brings big numbers, brings excitement, brings in revenue, Paige Beckers is already polished as a WNBA player. She's been through a lot throughout her college career. 5 years of college basketball, 1 year from injury. So for me, she's just a better player overall. 3-point shot, yeah, Caitlin Clark is the three-pointer guy. The three-pointer girl. Just like Steph Curry was the three-pointer guy. Do I think Steph Curry is the best player in the NBA because he shoots the threes? No. So, my verdict is Paige Beckers. She's the better player overall. And the verdict is in. The verdict is in. As it says right there, the verdict is in. For me, Paige Beckers is better. If you find control, efficiency, and impact important, Paige has had the better first 5 games. And for me, the best start in any WNBA rookie guard history. There's no doubt about it. Everybody has different beliefs and different styles on what they like from their players. For me, I like one-on-one competitive basketball. For me, Caitlin Clark is just a 3-point shooter. That's all she is. A 3-point shooter. That's why I'm losing interest in the NBA. Because everyone is about the 3-point shot. Back in the day, Shaq found his man, dominated the paint. Today, think about it today. Nikola Jokic, Karl Anthony Towns. What do they do once they get the ball? They take a 3. I miss that one-on-one dominant basketball. I truly do. Thank you for listening to another episode of Dougie and the W, which is brought to you by our good friends at the Doug Saravo Show. We appreciate the support dearly, and we look forward to releasing new episodes every Friday. We will see everybody then.